I'm Esther Pearl. I'm the founder and director of Camp Real Stories. I'm super happy to be here. I barely made it because of traffic. So Camp Real Stories is a media program for high school girls, and our mission is that when women and girls are better represented behind the scenes in the media, they'll be better reflected on the screen. And since we're a media program, and it is always better to show instead of tell, I thought our video would be the best way to explain why I decided to start this program and what the problems that we're facing in gender equity and inequity in the media.
You know what I hate about watching TV? I don't see anything like the life I live with my friends or my family. My point of view doesn't seem to matter. I know the women make up half of the population, but on TV I see 5 boys for every girl, and the girls that I do see definitely don't reflect me. Apparently, I should want to be a princess, but I want to be a writer. I'd like to write movies, but I found out that only 13% of writers in the media are female, and only 7% of directors are women. So no wonder the media I see doesn't get me. So this summer, I want to go to Camp Real Stories. They get it. They know that when women and girls are better represented behind the scenes, their reality is better represented on the screen. In the course of this special one-week camp, teenage girls like me will get to use our unique points of view to make our own movies, and I'll get to learn how to do this from women working in the media industry. Camp Real Stories will show me that my stories and ideas do have value, and that my audience is waiting. Please support Camp Real Stories and young women everywhere by making a donation, liking us on Facebook, and following us on Twitter.
So in 2012, thank you. So just a little note, it's been the same since 1948 that for every girl we've seen on screen, we've seen 4 boys. So that alone gave me the reason that I needed to change this. I have a 9-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son, and I want the media that exists out there to represent both of them equally. So in 2012, I founded Camp Real Stories, and in 2013, we piloted our first week of summer camp. We sold out that first week, and so we had 30 13 to 18-year-old girls that in 1 week wrote, shot, and edited 6 films in 1 week. The girls also get to participate in daily media literacy curriculum. They get the opportunity to view current media critically and thoughtfully and really understand the gender stereotypes that exist, figure out ways to deconstruct them, and create stories that frankly are just more creative and unique. They also participate in leadership activities every day so that whatever field they choose to pursue, they feel confident in their leadership abilities. In 2014, last year, we doubled in size. So we had 2 weeks of summer camp. Both of those sold out, 70 girls, 12 films, all done by them. In 2015, we're going to double in size again, which is a little daunting. So we'll have 4 weeks of summer programming. We're also doing some year-round programming, and we're partnering with some really amazing like-minded organizations to expand the Camp Real Stories message throughout the Bay Area and beyond. So our campers get this really unique experience. They get to learn from professionals in the film industry and television industry. We have volunteers, both men and women, from Pixar, ILM, the commercial industry, the independent film industry, DreamWorks, Academy Award winners. That's Brenda Chapman. She's the first female animation director and won the Academy Award for Brave. So women that have trailblazed this industry. That's Danielle Feinberg, who quite literally yesterday was meeting with the Dalai Lama. And that is she had just gotten off a plane from meeting with Chelsea Clinton for the Global Initiative on Girls and took time out of her schedule to meet with our campers to talk about what her work at Pixar has, really created, becoming one of the first directors of photography and digital filmmaking. So these professionals are, mentoring the next generation of filmmakers. Our girls and campers work in small collaborative teams. They get an adult producer that just helps them guide them through the process. So the work during that week mirrors an actual film set. And it's super exciting that in just 2 years, many of our campers are already actively pursuing ways that they can change gender inequity in the media beyond the scope of Camp Real Stories. So they're making their own films, they're using our YouTube channel to broadcast the stories that are meaningful to them. But almost equally as thrilling is that there's this organic network that's being formed between our campers and our volunteers. So this is really helping us sort of ever so slowly move towards gender parity in the media. I mean, the film and television industry still really is an industry about who you know is going to open the doors for making your career in the industry. So when our girls are 13, 14 years old and have access to a professional mentorship network, it really means that as they move through both their college years and their professional career, they have people that they can call that can help open doors for them and help them, with their own creative abilities. So my Presidio experience. Camp Real Stories wouldn't have existed without Presidio. This, my time at Presidio gave me the tools to take a super serious problem, gender inequity, and frankly just bad diversity in an industry I adore, and society at large for that matter, and come up with a pragmatic solution. We need a lot more pragmatic solutions, but this is just one. And then I felt really confident in my ability to pilot 1 year of summer camp and then take the lessons learned, which were a lot, and put them into practice into what is our growing nonprofit today. I also feel like I was able to sidestep a lot of problems that plague new businesses, both nonprofit and for-profit, because of my Presidio education, and by leaning on and learning from my Presidio network. So I'm so grateful for my time that I got to spend at Presidio. Thank you very much, and I hope you will look into Camp Real Stories and get involved.